Oh. It's Snecko. Perplexing Gaze. That's now going to cause the costs of my cards to be randomized. Yippee! Wow, that was a downright terrible result. Like, everything got turned into a 3-cost. Ugh. Jeez, am I really about to lose this so quickly? What's up, cool people? My name's Matt. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Okay, so I've done some looking at my path here, and I think I know how I want to approach this. Basically going to be sticking to the left for the most part. Although the right does give me a lot more freedom of choice, it would be a lot easier to miss the elites there. Though that only has 2 elites along the path. The left side has 3. That I could ultimately do. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the left. Oh, look at that. Creative AI right off the bat. Ooh, but Armaments Plus. Which would upgrade it and make it cost less. So yeah, these are the relics I have going on here. I've got Thorns. I can add a card to my deck if I rest. I've got healing at every rest site. I've got small damage being increased up to 5. I did get a curse, but in exchange got these last 3 relics, which gave me 2 more potion slots. And oh yeah, whenever I play a power card, a random card costs 0 that turn. And I can no longer be weakened. But first, I think I'm going to play Armaments Plus here, because that upgrades everything in my hand. So now, white noise costs nothing. Loop. At the start of your turn, trigger the passive ability of your next orb. Okay. So we'll do loop. Oh yeah, and then whenever I play a power, what happens? Random card in your hand costs 0. Gotcha. So strike now costs 0. So I'll play that. And then I can still play Creative AI, which will cause the Withering Hand, or whatever that's called, Mummified Hand, to make Ball Lightning cost 0. Okay. Off to a pretty decent start here. Alright, I took a little damage there, but also, you know, dealt some damage back. Buffer, prevent the next time you would lose HP. Okay, tell you what. I think I will play Aggregate first. Because that gives me an extra energy then. Then I'm going to play Buffer, which made Darkness free. And now I can dual cast. Actually, maybe I'll use Sweeping Beam first. See what I draw. Ooh, Static Discharge is good. I don't know if I need it that badly in this battle, but still a good one to have. Oh, and, right, it's a power. So that makes something else in my hand free, which just so happens to be dual cast now. Okay, so it does just use the next orb, but it evokes that same orb twice before then getting it out of the rotation. I think I've finally figured out how dual cast works there. Right. I've been hexed. Gain 1 focus. Focus increases the effectiveness of channeled orbs. Okay, interesting. The hex means whenever I play a non-attack card, shuffle 1 dazed into my draw pile. Not great. Whenever I play a non-attack. Well, this is an attack. And it costs 0 already, so I'll start with that. Storm. Sure. That made defend free. So I guess I'll play that. Defragment is a power, which means I get to channel 1 lightning. And that made defend free. Getting a bunch of dazed cards in my hand, but it's okay, because I'm getting more passive stuff going on here. Heat sinks. Whenever you play a power card, draw 1 card. Oh, man. Just, again, all the power stuff. Comboing off here. But I could deal 10 damage there. Yeah, I could win this right now. So, Melter and Strike. And I took all of... I have taken all of 5 damage so far this act. Not bad. Okay, what card to add to my deck? Barrage Plus, it is already upgraded. Deals 6 damage for each channeled orb. With how much I'm channeling orbs right now, that's possibly not a bad idea. Compile Driver. Draw a card for each unique orb you have. Unique orb, though. I'm not necessarily getting too many unique orbs. Streamline. Deal 15 damage. Reduce this card's cost by 1 this combat. Useful if played a lot. You know what? Streamline. Gives me some options, I guess. Okay. And I have Armaments Plus in my starting hand. I'm gonna play it. Then all the other cards get upgraded. 9 damage to all enemies and draw a card. Deal 14 damage. This is all like damage dealing stuff. Without too many other extra effects going on. You know what? I'm gonna... Hold up, why did I gain... Oh, yeah, right, I gained 5 block from armaments, duh. I'm gonna do Ball Lightning on this one. Because then I get to channel something. And they're each going to get hit by thorns as they attack. So there's that. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, first things first out of these, Beam Cell. On the mugger. Whenever you received unblock attack damage, channel 2 lightning. And that's a power. Which will make something else cost 0. Too bad it wasn't creative AI. But, meh, still not a terrible result of this hand. Okay. That's all I can do this turn. I'm about to get hurt, though. Ouch. But I am also channeling lightning and stuff. So that's it. I win the battle on the enemy turn. Alright. Beam Cell. An upgraded Ball Lightning. Or I could start channeling Frost, which gains block. But is that only when it's evoked, or is that the passive? Well, I suppose I can at least see what it does? Sure. I am taking a little more damage than I would like to. So hold up, what does the upgraded Cool-Headed do? Draws 2 cards instead of 1, okay. Streamline gains 5 more damage when upgraded. Okay. Another battle. Oh. It's a Snecko. Which is going to inflict a negative effect on me. Ooh, hello. Aggregate would give me extra energy. Sure. Especially since I'm going to draw another card now. Okay, well I won't end up using all this energy, but at least it's something. At least I got to play all the cards. Perplexing Gaze. That's now going to cause the costs of my cards to be randomized. Yippee! Wow, that was a downright terrible result. Like, everything got turned into a 3 cost. Ugh. And even if I get something... So, the way that it's worded, it says whenever you draw a card, randomize its cost. See, adding something to my hand doesn't necessarily count as drawing, but still. It's... Ugh. This is not good. Why did the game decide to do this to me? Alrighty. Ouch. I got Armaments Plus, but it's costing... Ooh, Creative AI costs 0, though. I'll play that. And that, because of the Mummified Hand, means that Ball Lightning costs 0 now. Ooh, and then I could play Storm, which would make something else cost 0. And it turned out to be Streamline. I'm still about to take 15 damage. Not fun. Jeez, am I really about to lose this so quickly? Okay, well, Defend is free. Playing that for sure. Which means I won't die this turn. Not that I would have anyway, it's dealing so little damage. Lightning now hits all enemies. That doesn't really matter, but it'll make something else free. Oh, but so with that. Huh. And the whole channeling lightning thing is what has been saving my hide so far. Alright, Static Discharge. And it made this strike free. And then I play this, because it only costs 1, and that's all I can do right now. Although that does channel 2 lightning. Ooh. Okay, so I take damage there, orbs get evoked, and I win. But holy cow, I am really low on health. Steam Barrier, gain 6 block, decrease this card's block by 1 this combat. Eh. Now I could really, go for storm combos. Whenever you play a power card, channel 1 lightning. Okay. Oh, geez, another event. Please don't be a battle. It's a battle. Great. I gotta try and be real careful not to take much damage here. Static discharge. Well, if I do take damage, at least I'll be gaining orbs and stuff. Channel 1 lightning. Sure. Well, at least I can play everything this turn. I will deal 6 damage to the cultist, because those things get annoying if left in the battle for long. Mystic kind of does too, but less obviously so. Oh, jeez. Okay, beam cell. Because that was already free. Storm. Which made darkness free, so I'll play that next. That evokes the lightning orb. I'll play another storm. Which, because of the previous storm, you know, brings in the lightning. Still didn't deal enough to the cultist to get rid of it. Please, lightning, hit the cultist. Otherwise, I lose. Yes! I live for now. Okay, and I have, like, nothing with which to gain block. Except this, I guess? Okay, now I can read the description of the Frost Orb. Passive at end of turn, gain 2 block. Evoke, gain 5. I still need more block if I'm gonna survive. Oh, well, okay. I can gain 5 block there. That's... well, with the 2 from the Frost Orb, I will take 3 damage and then have 1 health left. Good grief. Okay. Ball lightning. I am seriously about to lose this. And I'm not even sure what I did wrong, per se. Oh, jeez. Okay. Armaments plus. Gives me block and upgrades all that. Aggregate would then give me 2 more energy. So, basically, all of my cards become playable then. Well, maybe let me see what white noise does first, since that's free. Electrodynamics. Lightning now hits all enemies. Channel 2 lightning. Okay. So I channel 2 lightning. And then also make something else free. Why did it hit 4 times? Not sure, but I'm not arguing with it. Okay. Aggregate. Got some more energy. Not that I need it that badly. Melter. Okay, dead. Oh, man, that was close. Achievement, shrug it off. Win a battle with 1 HP remaining. Potion of Capacity. Gain 2 orb slots. Interesting. Oh, jeez. I already have a bunch of storms in my deck. I don't know if putting more in there is going to help me that much. It might be good to add some recursion in there. Especially because, you know, my net orb amount doesn't change from it. But with Storm being a power and the Mummified Hand, that makes something else free. Okay. Please, 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 do not be a battle. Oh, it's a merchant. Okay, I'll take that. It's not a battle. Omamori, negate the next 2 curses you obtain. Can't get the incense burner. Hand drill. Whenever you break an enemy's block, apply 2 vulnerable. Huh. Well, I don't plan on getting any curses. Breaking blocks is fairly frequent, though. Don't think I'd be able to afford enough cards to add more health recovery when I go to a rest, so I'm gonna get the hand drill and leave. Okay, so I go to the rest stop. I heal 15 health thanks to the Eternal Feather. And then I'm going to also rest myself to gain back 24 HP. Which means I then also get to add a card to my deck. Chill, channel 1 Frost for every enemy in combat. And exhaust. Interesting. That could actually be really helpful. Steam Barrier, gain 6 block. Decrease this card's block by 1 this combat. Cold Snap, deal 6 damage, channel 1 Frost. I kind of like the chill card, or at least the idea of it. Okay. Oh boy. I'm still not exactly swimming in health here. Okay, Malleable. Upon receiving attack damage, gains 3 block. Block gain increases as Malleable is triggered. Resets to 3 at the start of your turn. Okay. Armaments plus to start. As always. Storm. Next. Which made aggregate cost 0. Holy cow. I've got way too much energy now. Creative AI. Which will help the storm combo off. And then strike. Okay. Well, I'm about to take a bunch of damage. Yippee! Electrodynamics. Lightning now hits all enemies. Channel 2 lightning. The channeling 2 lightning part is the only reason I'm really thinking about it. Well, and the fact that with the storm, I would channel another lightning. I really kind of need some block, but I guess I can get that. I can get a little bit of that from Cool-Headed. Oh, but, you know what? Electrodynamics first, because that'll make something free. Okay. And that made Cool-Headed free. Huzzah. Beam Cell is free. Nice. And then I can do the ball lightning. Okay. And there's my turn. Yikes. I am really low on health again. Great. Power Potion. Choose one of 3 random power cards to add to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Okay. And add a card to my deck. Leap gains 9 block. Ugh. Gain 3 block. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand and exhaust. Let me go with Hologram. I feel like there's some decent combo possibilities there. This is... Oof. This is not going well. I'm pretty sure I'm going to die from this elite. Considering I only have 5 health. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, chill is already free. So let me play that first. Storm. And that just made Cool-Headed free. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna drink that potion. Play Cool-Headed. Okay. Play Ball Lightning on... I don't know if it really matters which one I get rid of first. Then I'll play Defend. And then... use the Power Potion. At the start of your turn, draw 1 additional card. Start of your turn, trigger the passive ability of your next orb. Or do the Static Discharge. Whenever you received unblock attack damage, channel 1 lightning. You know what, let's go with... Let's go with Static Discharge. So that's free right now. And that makes Creative AI free. Alright, now I'm about to gain 4 more block. 19. I still don't survive this, do I? Nope. Wow. Okay. That did not go as well as I thought it would. Even with the mummified hand, and all the power stuff I was angling for. I don't know, something in me thought that would have gone better. And I didn't even get much of anything from that. Okay, just curious. What's the daily climb right now? Plays the Ironclad. Shiny. Starting deck is replaced with 1 of every rare card. Control Chaos. Start with Frozen Eye. At the start of your turn, add 10 random cards to the bottom of your draw pile. Big Game Hunter elite enemies are now swarming Spire and drop better rewards. That actually doesn't sound like a terrible daily climb. Too bad I'm not actually going to do much with it. Okay, well... needless to say, I think I'll be coming back to the Defect some other time. For now, let's just get a little bit of a look at this daily climb here, see what it looks like. Because I still want to, you know... still want to go for about an hour. That's kind of been the standard. Time for a challenge. Granted, okay. So yeah. Frozen Eye. When viewing your draw pile, the cards are now shown in order. Oh, okay. Interesting. And that's all I have going on? No, I've got modifiers over here. Starting deck is replaced with 1 of every rare card. Starting with Frozen Eye. But also, at the start of your turn, add 10 random cards to the bottom of your draw pile. Big Game Hunter Elite. Yeah, okay. That doesn't seem like that many elites. Okay, later on it does. Alright. Oh, geez. Okay. So this is my draw pile. Shown in order now. So I can actually, like, know what I'm gonna draw next and whatnot. This turn, your next attack is played twice. I literally don't have any attack cards in my hand. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Jeez. Okay, I do have an attack, actually. But, like, I haven't lost any HP to want to heal it back. This is such a bad hand for this battle. Alright, you know what? Whatever. Double tap. Reaper. And that'll do it. Double your strength. I don't have any strength. Start of your turn, lose 1 HP, draw 1 card. Bludgeon, deal 32 damage. That would all but win it for me right now. Skills cost 0 whenever you play a skill exhausted. You know what? Bludgeon. Kaboom. Oh yeah, I wasn't even getting attacked there. Deal 10 damage. If fatal, raise your max HP by 3. Holy cow. Okay, sure. Feed. Because that is fatal. Sweet. Perfected Strike. How many cards with Strike do I have in here? Literally none. That would be the only one. Heavy Blade or Pommel Strike. Right now I think I could use some simpler lower cost cards. Pommel Strike. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure I like the dynamics to these battles and whatnot, but you know, at least I can see what I'm going to draw. So if I plan on playing any cards that will draw something, I can look at my deck, see it in order, and, you know, maybe, although, okay, how is that worded? At the start of your turn, add 10 random cards to the bottom of your draw pile. That's it. That's how it's worded. And the fact that I've got so many of these rare cards, I mean, in concept it sounds great, except so many of them have such a high energy cost. Anyway. Okay. Transmogrifier. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. I can transform a card. Interesting. Well, I feel like this would probably be the one to transform. Oh, jeez. Does it stop when I press Y? Ghostly Armor. Ethereal. Gain 10 block. I think is what it said. I'm really more interested in events with this. I don't have much that I could give to the merchant here. Definitely not enough for a relic. Which is a bit unfortunate. Play the top 3 cards of your draw pile. Interesting. And the fact that I could actually see what that is could make it an interesting idea. You know what? Sure. Going for it. And then pretty much the only other thing I could forward is uppercut here. So, sure. Leave that. Proceed. Trying to make my decisions a little more quickly here. Okay. Offering. Lose 6 HP, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards. Okay, well, that would not be fatal, probably. 4 HP to all enemies, heal HP equal to... So, I mean, really, I can gain back most of the HP I lose from this. Let's see what I get. Oh, hello. Demon form. At the start of your turn, gain 2 strength. Fiend Fire. Exhaust your hand. Deal 7 damage for each card exhausted. So that'd be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Essentially. 6 times 7 is 42. Oh, but Immolate, 21 damage to all enemies. So that does a whole lot more. And then if I play Feed and then Fiend Fire, that should actually end the battle right there. Because that's 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's like 28 right there. At least. Okay, turn 1 win. Won't argue with that. And I got an energy potion. Clash. Can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack. Dual wield. Choose an attack or power card. Add a copy of that card into your hand. Battle trance. Draw 3 cards. You cannot draw additional cards this turn. Kind of like the dual wield option. Oh, it's Ranwid again. Use the energy potion and obtain a relic. Lose dual wield, or let's lose the energy potion. And what did I get? Kunai. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dexterity. Okay. Alright, these guys. If you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. And what does that do? Play the top 3 cards of your draw pile, which would be Ghostly Armor, Feed, and Barricade. Don't feel like I really need to do that. Oh, hold up. This turn your next attack is played twice, so if I double tap Fiend Fire... So basically I'm gonna get like 42 damage out of that. Oh, is it only to 1 target? That's unfortunate. Well, then I'll pick this one. Oh. Okay, since there's nothing else in my hand, that doesn't really work. Well, now I know. All things considered, demon form probably would have been better. Okay, well, I lose this if I don't use it, so... Ghostly Armor. Now I can't play Barricade. I do gain 2 energy from that. What's next? Skills cost 0. Double your strength, but I haven't... and then Immolate. So anyway, how are you doing? Hopefully well. What's the story of the game? That's one of the things about this game. The story is not very, like, obviously stated. I mean, the general sense is you're playing as these characters and you're trying to, you know, defeat enemies as you go through, but, like, it doesn't really give you too much other information right away. I guess there's more that you can discover through, like, looking at some of the tips. That'll reveal some lore. I think there are other ways that lore gets revealed later on, but, like, you have to play a fair bit to really unlock the lore, so to speak. Okay, well, that's not fatal, but at least it's gonna do something. And I'd rather not play Brutality. Limit Break does nothing for me right now. I'll just end that turn. As to how I'm doing, pretty good. Actually about to move into another apartment, which I'm excited for, primarily because, like, I'll, you know, have my own place here. I actually just recently moved from out of state and had to move in with my parents for a bit just until I found my own place. So, about to move into my own place, kind of do things more to my own schedule, I guess. A card from your exhaust pile into your hand. 13 damage. Apply one weak and one vulnerable. Or I can just straight up deal a ton of damage, or gain a ton of block. You know what, neither of them are actually dealing damage this turn, so let me play Reaper here. I can recover some HP. What all is in my exhaust pile that I could get? If I got feed, it wouldn't be free, though. What type of game do I like to play most? I'd say, generally speaking, I lean towards RPGs. Just the way the stories play out, like, they tend to have the most detailed stories, but also just, like, the character leveling and progression systems and all that. I think that also tends to be better in role-playing games. But I mean, those, like, things that I like about RPGs can be found in a lot of different genres of games nowadays. Draw stats card. Select one card, draw two cards. Alright, so I think I'm gonna dual wield Headbutt here. So now I have a second copy of that in my hand. Alrighty. Getting rid of this dude. Oh, hello. Hold up. What did I just do? I totally forget what I just did. From my discard pile on top of my draw pile. Right. Okay. In that case, I'll really be able to finish things off next turn if that doesn't happen. I'll have to play mostly open world games like GTA 5. now waiting for GTA 6. Yeah, understandable. Draw a status or curse card, deal 6 damage. Oh, right. I really should probably just do that. And then get something that deals damage. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I thought at one point it was supposed to be releasing pretty soon. But yeah, the game I'm kind of waiting on is Kingdom Hearts 3. Not 3, I've been playing 3. Kingdom Hearts 4 is what I'm waiting on. But that's been delayed a number of times. Okay, what do I want to do here? I don't really have much money. So going to the merchant's kind of pointless. I can rest here, which will get me back up to 80 health for the elite. Sure. And then I fight the elite. Ah, this guy. Okay. So I think this one's like, if I don't damage it for a while, like, it's not gonna attack me. Okay. Choose an attack or power card and add a copy of that to your hand. Interesting. So I could use dual wield on Berserk here and start gaining 2 extra energy each turn. Today, I'm probably not going to go on too much longer, so then I'll have some solid time to, you know, get stuff packed for the apartment move and all that. Well, let me go ahead and do this. Oh, that's right. So it's just straight up dazed for now. Alright, you know what? Let me see what I get from this. Well, it's going to be exhausted if I don't play that. Put a card from your exhaust pile into your hand. What's in my exhaust pile? That's not my exhaust pile, is it? That's my exhaust pile. So I could draw even more cards. But anyway. Yeah, so this game on the whole is what most people call a roguelike. So there's various elements that play out differently each time. And just with some of that can make it feel very different each time you attempt it. Oh, geez. Next attack is played twice. I could do 50 damage like that. Or if I double my strength. Oh, that's a permanent doubling of strength. Interesting. But I think overall this is going to do more. Okay. Yeah, and there are a few different characters you can play as in this game, so it's, you know, there's some ways to make it different there as well. There's still one character that I absolutely have not played as at all. But out of the 3 others, there's only one that I've actually completed the main, like, kind of standard run with. But yeah, you use these cards. Each one has different energy costs that you see at the top left. Read the card to know what it does. And obviously, if you run out of energy, or the only cards in your hand are ones that are unplayable, then, yeah, that kind of ends your turn. And then, if you look at the enemy, you can kind of see what they're trying to do, even when it's not completely obvious just by the symbol over their heads. And highlighting your own character will show you what all is, like, what all status stuff your character has or anything like that that might be going on. Okay. Hey, what? Let me go ahead and play armaments. What do I want to upgrade here? That would make it that would make corruption cost 2 less, but then I'm exhausting all my skills. I'm not sure I like that. That would deal 34 damage now, which is just shy of enough to win this. Battle Trance would just draw 4 cards. Barricade costs 1 less if I play that. I think I'm going to upgrade Immolate. Play that. Battle Trance. Okay, and then Pommel Strike and I win. Notice something in my channel. Sure, you can share it. I mean, unless you think it's something that bad that I wouldn't want it to be public knowledge. Whenever you add a card to your deck, gain 9 gold. Interesting. Oh, and I'm about to add a card to my deck. What do you know? Demon Form's kind of good to have. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. I haven't actually been able to do that much. I don't have too many block gaining cards. Let's go Demon Form. When you become an affiliate, you still haven't added emails to your channel. Need is a strong word, but I understand what you're saying. I feel like I know where you're leading with that. But feel free to say what you're going to say anyway. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 energy. Huh. Okay. Oh, and speaking of rest sites, I see having feed deal more damage also makes it more likely to be fatal, thus raising my max HP even more. But also Fiend Fire would be a pretty good one. You know what? I'm gonna go with Feed. Okay. Okay, that's a skill. Skills cost 0, and if you play a skill exhausted... I mean, that's already going to be exhausted. But it already also costs 0. This is not a great starting hand. I guess I'll see what else I could draw. Impervious Demon Form. Could be nice to have. Okay, let's do that. I gain even more energy. Demon Form. Uppercut. Now, out of the 1 weak and 1 vulnerable, I gotta imagine the vulnerable is what would get applied then. I see, but that's skill, and that would cost 0 now. But then I wouldn't be able to play anything else. And that would be a whole lot better if I had Barricade active. Okay, you know what? Uppercut on this one. Yeah, I kind of figured the vulnerable is what we'd get through. Okay. Juggernaut. So now any block that I do gain will stick around between turns, assuming it doesn't get used up by actual blocking things. Okay, well that's going to disappear if I don't use it, so sure. And 23 damage to all is nice. But also dealing damage to all of them and recovering that is nice. Okay, Reaper. And there goes all the block I gained, but oh well. Ooh, okay. There's a pretty decent chance of... First of all, I think I'm going to do that. Not that I think it's going to matter a ton. But yeah, if I do Immolate and then Feed, that's definitely going to get rid of one of these enemies. So I gain more max HP. And just for fun, Bludgeon. Kaboom. 30 gold. Ink Bottle. Whenever you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. Okay. Notice it doesn't say 10 cards in 1 turn or anything like that. It's just 10 cards, period. Ah, I could get another feed. Sure. What does that do? Oh, right. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to upgrade something here. I could upgrade my other feed card that I just got. Very long play kind of decision, but why not? Okay, sure, I'll play Berserk. And to do 13 damage, apply 1 weak and 1 vulnerable. Let me do ghostly armor, because I don't want to completely lose that. Uppercut, immolate. Okay. So yeah, I'm actually like gaining cards in my deck after each turn. Barricade doesn't really help me a ton right now. Nor do I have any strength to double. Fiendfire would get me 28 damage. I'd get more from dual wielding Immolate. Oh wait, no, that makes a copy of it, not... Dang it. I thought that was the one that made it playable twice or whatever. Ooh, okay. Tell you what. Distilled Chaos. See, now Double Tap is in play, which does actually then make Immolate go twice. But now, ooh, okay. Feed still doesn't do enough. But I don't really have any strength to speak of, so at least it's something. Okay, this has become, pretty much just complete the daily run, or do stuff in the daily climb, and that's about it. 4 damage plus 12 would not be enough. If I zoom and play 2 of the... Okay. There we go. 1 feed plus. 2 feed plus. Huzzah! 30 gold. Lantern. Start each combat with an additional energy. Heck yeah. Blessing of the Forge. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Great potion to use against a boss. And now I could get another feed card. Or Impervious. Impervious definitely has its uses. I mean, so does Bludgeon, but I think I'm going to go with Impervious this time. Alright, event. It's a battle. But not a particularly tough battle by the look of it. Let's do Ghostly Armor, I guess. And then I could use Bludgeon and just get rid of this dude. Bye! Okay, and just like that, feed plus, victory, and more max HP. Reckless Charge, deals 7 damage, shuffle a Dazed into your draw pile. Twin Strike, Iron Wave. Let's go with Iron Wave. Yeah, sure. Iron Wave. And another rest stop. So I'm going to start with a bunch of extra energy. And in light of that, I think I will smith. Iron Wave. Deals extra damage and gains extra block that way. I think now I might upgrade Barricade. Because that makes it cost less. And I might actually use it a little more often then. Not that I'm expecting to go through this entire daily climb thing. Ghostly armor. And then, you know what? Demon form and Fiend Fire. Because I don't want to exhaust the feed card yet. But I am not the biggest fan of using Brutality. I guess that was the 10th card I had played, so I drew another one. Meh, oh well. I'm never gonna draw those because you sent them to my discard pile. Okay. See, that's a power, not a skill. Okay. Those are both skills, but that wouldn't really mean anything in this situation. Okay, 34 damage definitely doesn't get it down to half yet. So, hiya. Now it plans to attack. Unless I can get it down below half. Okay. Feed. Oh, it got exhausted anyway, right. Could have played that a little better then. Block, deal 9 damage. So if I do that twice, that's another 18, which gets it down to, let's see here, 80, still 74, which isn't enough. Darn it. But if I exhume Fiend Fire, that would be enough to... Okay. Or that would potentially be enough as well, but... Going with Fiend Fire. That's... Oh, now that's 11 for each card. Yeah, that's definitely enough. Interrupted. And now it's 2 smaller slimes, each with 48 HP. Not a terrible turn to play Berserk, because they're not attacking this turn. Yeah, I could play another demon form, but... Sheesh. Oh, dang. Limit break, my strength is at 6. This would bump it up to 12. And then Immolate deals 33 damage to both of them. So then they're gonna split. And now I've got 4 little slimes. Each with 15 HP. Okay, by 3 weak and vulnerable to all, Okay, tell you what. Feed on this one. More max HP. Offering to see what I get from it. Bloodletting, lose 3 HP, gain 2. Play the top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. Well, the top card of my draw pile is Thunderclap. Um... 3 weak. Tell you what. I will uppercut that one. Just because I can, I'll do that. Oh, okay. 18 damage. Yep. Win. That might have been the easiest boss battle ever. I don't really like corruption or brutality, so I'm gonna take barricade. Okay, well, that was also Act 1 of this particular daily climb. Which I was told just yesterday, actually, that apparently daily climbs are not necessarily the same across platforms. So I guess this only applies today to Xbox. So if anybody's watching a recorded version of this, it doesn't really matter anyway. But at least you could sort of see what the modifiers do. Runic Pyramid, at the end of your turn, and you no longer discard your hand. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Tiny House, upon pickup, obtain 1 potion. Gain 50 gold, raise your max HP by 5. Obtain 1 card, and upgrade 1 random card. Cursed Key, gain energy at the start of your turn. Whenever you open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse. Ugh. I'd be interested to see how the Runic Pyramid works with all this. But anyway, that's probably just going to be in my own time, definitely not as part of a recording. Man, so I thought I really had things going pretty well there as the Defect. Bunch of combo pieces, got the mummified hand, which made all the powers, you know, turn other cards into free, or like, you know, no energy cost, or whatever. So I thought I'd be comboing off like crazy, but still kind of reliant on getting hit, and I think that was the main flaw, especially since I didn't have a ton of things to block with. But anyway, also, that daily climb that I started, turns out I got all the way through Act 3 with it eventually. It took me, like, geez, probably another 3 hours, but I did get all the way through Act 3, and it actually stopped it there. So, yeah, it was an interesting combination of things, and by the time I got all the way done with it, my list of relics, like, you'd have to scroll off the page onto another one, because I had that many. Like, if you can make it happen, getting a lot of relics tends to be a good thing. But, anyway, hopefully I can make something more like that happen in future runs with characters that I haven't beaten standard with. But I still have one more character I haven't even tried out yet. The Watcher. That'll happen next time. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get updates when I post new videos. That way you won't miss my attempt, or at least my first run as the Watcher. And, yeah, also make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with other people if you think they would too. Look down in the description for links to social media pages and all sorts of other links to things that'll help you keep up with what I'm doing and give you different ways to interact and all that sort of stuff. And speaking of interactions, feel free to leave thoughts and questions down in the comment section below the video and all that. So that's going to do it for now. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another video. But whatever the case is, till next time, stay cool, people.